Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Wait With Me, and I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova. It's Wednesday, and that's what happens every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Wait With Me. And I always start the show with, uh, what do I start the show with? I start the show talking about my week. And this week, I attempted to uh, resume my intermittent fasting and to resume my exercise. And I'm happy to say that I did resume my intermittent fasting. I even um, downloaded an app that I think is called Fast Easy or something like that. And it counts your time that you're like you answer a bunch of questions about what your goals are, and then it recommends that there are different types of intermittent fasting, different times. So it recommends one for you. And then every day it counts you down to your eating window and it counts you down of your fasting window. And you would think that just having, just knowing, like I can set an alarm and still do the same things of when I'm supposed to eat and when I'm not, right? But having this thing count down at me, it's almost like it's like flashing, like, you have 1 hour left to eat in your window. And I'm like, oh, I've got to finish eating. Or you have 3 hours left in your fasting window. And then you can, if for some reason you need to change that, you can hit a button and it still counts how long you did either one, either your eating window or your fasting window, and it tells you it tells you how you're doing and what more you need to do. So I really like that. It also has recipes on it that you can put in the kinds of foods that you like, and then it'll give you recipes using those things. The only thing that it doesn't do that I wish it did were allow you to track your nutrition and your micronutrients and your macronutrients. I wish it did that, but it doesn't. But I still really like the app, and it's really helped me this week. I started on Monday working out, and this app also gives you a 7-minute workout to do every day. And I did the workout on the first day, and I don't know if it was because it was doing things like squats and lunges, things I know how to do and have done. But after I finished that 7-minute workout, I also did 20 minutes with Get Fit with Rick, which is dancing. And this particular day, the video was salsa dancing. So it was like really live and energetic, right? And then I did yoga to stretch out because I could already feel that I had worked out. I kid you not. Later that night, my tailbone hurt so bad that I couldn't sit for very long without moaning and groaning. And the next day I was truly in pain. So I did not exercise the next day. In fact, Tony told me, he said, well, maybe you need to listen to your body and not overdo it, because either I overdid it or I injured myself or maybe a combination of both. But I haven't worked out since Monday as a result. And I would really like to, but my body is still very sore as though I've been working out every single day. So I don't know how that's going to translate onto the scale or not. Uh, but that's what happened this week. And hello, Stefan. Welcome to the show. It's nice to see you. I was just checking earlier to see on the through the Fireside app to see if you had a show tonight, because I always send the audience to you after my show if you do, but I don't think you do. If you do, correct me on that so that I can tell people to go watch your show. All right, it's time for my first segment that I call This is the Deal.
This is the deal. This is the deal.
Today's episode is about just do the work. And in my head, the episode is actually called Just Do the Work, Jill, because I've been making excuses for weeks and weeks now, and I have not been putting in the work that I know is required to do what I want to do. I know that for my body and my age, it takes, in my height, because I'm only 4'11", so extra weight definitely shows. I know that I have to eat healthy, which for the most part I do. I'm really not a foodie at all. I just, when I'm stressed, I'm an emotional eater, and I've really tried to work on that. And this week, I think I've done a better job on that, even though there's a lot of work on my plate this week. But I think I've handled that better this week. But I also know that I have to exercise with it too. I can't. The nutritionists and fitness experts and weight loss experts will tell you that losing weight is 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. So one would think that if you just ate healthy all the time, that eventually the weight would fall off even without the exercise, right? That is not the case for me. That is so not the case for me. So I know for me to put in the work, I have to both eat right consistently and also exercise at least 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, as I say, it doesn't seem like a long time. But for whatever reason, for months now, I feel like it's been most of this year, I just haven't put in the work consistently. And I'm not really sure why. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to figure out what is my root cause, because if I identify the root cause, then I can handle it, right? I can fix it. But my root cause, I believe, has changed, and I'm not sure to what. Before it was because I just ate whatever I wanted to. I didn't track anything. I didn't track calories. I ate what I wanted to. I ate late at night. I ate early in the morning. I just ate all day. And I'm an emotional eater, so I like comfort foods as well. So I know that was the root before, but that's not what I'm doing now. So I'm not really sure what it is. I suspect that it's still my sleeping. My sleeping is not right. I know that for a fact. I I can go to sleep, and now I have to take sleep aids to even go to sleep, even though I'm dead tired, but I have to take a sleep aid to even get to sleep. And I'll fall asleep. And then 10 minutes later, I think, it's already the next day. It's time to get up. And Tony will say, no, you've been asleep for 10 minutes. I'm like, that can't be. I've missed a lot of whatever show he was watching. But nope, 10 minutes. So then I'll go back to sleep. Then I'll wake up. Then I'll go back to sleep. And then I'm really awake. And I know that's not good for my body. I know that I have to get a restful amount of at least 6 hours, 7 hours of sleep, and that's not been happening. So I'm going to start with my sleep and get it back in control. And then we'll see what happens for the rest. Because when you're tired, then you don't want to do anything. So I don't want to exercise, and so it's like a domino effect that I want to stop doing. So this is the deal for this week. Segment number 2, time for segment number 2. In every week, this is the segment where I weigh myself and take my measurements. Before the show started,
If I put my mind to it, if I put my mind to it, I could do it.
Before the show starts, my waist was up by, I can't read my writing. Oh, no, my waist was down by 1/4 of an inch, but my hips were up by 1/2 an inch, and my chest stayed the same. So who knows where the scale is tonight? Because again, I didn't put in the work that I know that I have to do. in order to lose weight. So let's see how that translated this week.
I can do it, I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
Oh, that's not right. It says 8 ounces. Let's try it again. I fell.
I can do it, I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
It's not working. Let's try it again. And if it doesn't work this time, I will just guess.
I can do it, I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
Oh my God. I don't want to show this one. It's not working. That's what I would like to say. That's crazy amount.
156 and 11 ounces.
That's crazy. I don't think that's right. I don't. I really don't think that's right. But I'm going to write it down just because that's what it says. But I don't believe it. Because last week I weighed 153 even. So for it to be 156 and 11, that's 3 pounds in 1 week. And I really don't see how that's possible this week. I honestly don't.
Yes, I tested that scale a little earlier today, and I didn't think it was accurate either. It
Oh.
seemed like it was like 5 pounds over
Oh.
what I should be. So maybe it needs to be calibrated. I don't know.
I
don't
really
know,
don't
but
think
we'll
that's
check
right.
it. We'll check it later.
And if it's going to be wrong, if the scale's going to be wrong, I'd rather it be like the other way, go the other way. Or on Tony's show last night, where he reads people, one woman said to you, do you remember this, Tony, that you told her she felt lighter after your reading. And she's like,
Yes.
oh, can you get rid of the pounds too? Can that work?
Yeah.
So if you figured out how to do that, I will be your first client for sure.
Yeah, I can't get rid of
You can't do that?
weight.
You can't?
No, just their their lightness and energy and positivity. I can change that,
You can change that, but not the LBs.
pounds. No.
I think you could if you tried. You know, there are hypnotists who say that they can do that for you. Can you try that?
Well, as you know, Jill, and I say it jokingly to you, but it's the truth. I can think about losing weight, and then I lose weight. I just think about it, and I lose weight.
What do you think when you think about it? Tell me your secret.
What I think is it's time for me to lose weight.
And that's all you say to yourself?
And I tell that, yes, constantly. It's time for me to lose weight. It's time for me to lose weight. And I think the act of saying it to myself and repeating it like a mantra makes me more conscious of what I eat and what I do. So I will try not to be as sedentary. I will try to move more. I will try to eat less and better, and also exercise and do things like that. But I have to keep reminding myself it's time for me to lose weight.
And do you do like nam yam wenge nam yam?
Yeah,
do you do that too?
Renge Kyo? No, I don't. I don't do that. But it's a matter of, to me, of making it a priority in my life. Like, put it closer to the top of the list of things I need to do, because in my case, I have diabetes. So any weight gain can severely affect my health and can shorten my life. So it's a serious thing when I say I need to lose some weight.
It is a serious thing, because the last time I went to the doctor, I was on the cusp of being pre-diabetic or not, and I obviously don't want to be. So I really it and losing weight is obviously a priority for me. That's why I have this show. So I will try what you just said. I do make it a priority, but what I haven't done is tell myself constantly, it's time to lose weight. It's time to lose weight.
Yes,
So I'm
and
going to start doing that.
yes, and we have Jennifer in our
Hey,
audience. I
Jennifer.
think it's the same Jennifer that was in my show last night. It's good to see you
Hi,
again.
Jennifer. I think it is.
Yes,
Hope you're
and
doing well today.
yeah,
And thank you for coming to my show. I appreciate that.
yeah.
And did Jennifer have a comment?
Yes, she did have a comment. She said, "Hey, you, it's all about you and making the best out of your life."
That is very true. That is very
So,
true. Thank you for saying that.
yeah, that's cool.
Sometimes I need those reminders. So
and
thank you
we're
for saying that.
and we're very happy to see you here.
Absolutely.
Today, I'm in the producer seat, so
That's right. We
will
switched.
I will step back and give the show to Jill.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Jennifer. That it's I need to fill my head with positivity about this. And with that said, I think I will go to segment number 3.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
Okay, my usual person who comes to the stage every time couldn't be here tonight. So does anyone, this is the segment where you can come on the stage and talk to me, just audio, unless you want video. I haven't I haven't actually asked people if they want to go to video on this show very much. But if you would like to talk to me about anything, or maybe you're going on some type of weight loss journey yourself, or maybe you have in the past, that you can offer tips on how you did that, or just you can write a comment too. Did someone
Yeah,
write a comment?
yeah. Jennifer said sharing is caring.
Yes,
Sharing
it
is
is.
caring. Yes, I like that. So, in that case, yeah, I actually would like to touch on something with you.
I would like that. Go
Uh,
for it.
Earlier in the show, you were talking about you just haven't been on your plan, you can't seem to get back into it, like motivated. But what I heard you say a lot was that you eat when you're stressed and that you are having problems sleeping, and probably
Yes, I did
because
say that.
you're stressed.
Well, I did say that about sleeping, but I also said, in regard to the other comments you made, was that I've gotten much better. I did start going back to my intermittent fasting window this week, but when I worked out, I either injured myself or overdid it. So I haven't been able to do it since. But yes, I couldn't. You might be onto something with the reason for why I can't sleep, because I haven't been able to figure out why I can't sleep, because I do all the things you're supposed to do to get to sleep. I have started reading before I go to sleep, and that usually helps me. But like I said, I'll go to sleep and think, I got to sleep, and I wake up and I think I've been asleep for hours, and you'll tell me, nope, it's only been 10 minutes.
Well, yeah,
So I can't stay asleep. I can get to sleep, but I can't stay that way.
yeah, I find just observing you that it's hard for you to turn your mind off of the events of the day.
Welcome to my life. I don't
Um,
think I've ever, even as a child, I probably didn't know how to turn my brain off.
yes. So
That's why I was a sleepwalker, a very highly functional
yes,
sleepwalker.
and you very rarely sleepwalk now. You used to sleepwalk almost every night. So
Oh,
that is an improvement. It's
that
very
is.
very rare that you sleepwalk now.
What are
But
the other comments that we're getting?
but hmm, let's see. Yes. Jennifer says to remind you to have quiet time. She also said listen to your body, but remember quiet time.
We're laughing.
Well,
I guess Stefan, we have to clue you into that inside joke. Last night, Tony told her to have in, or what did you tell Jennifer or someone else? You told someone in the show last night to have quiet time before they
yes,
go to
before they
sleep.
go to sleep. Yeah. So and actually, Jill,
Yes.
I almost every night tell you to stop looking at your phone before you go to sleep. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Unfortunately, you do not pay me any
That
attention
is not true. I stop it and then I
when
read my book
you stop when
or
you're
read a book.
finished. You stop when you're finished.
Well, that's true. But I do try to stop an hour before I'm ready to go to sleep. I do try to do that.
Well, what
But maybe but now that you're saying that, maybe that is stressing me out because even though I decided at the end of last year that I would not put my work email on my phone because I just only want to work during work hours. So, and that's been great for me to do because then I don't get upset about something I need to take care of right then and there or know that I have to take care of it at the beginning of the next day. So I don't even know what my day holds until I actually log in to work. So that's good. But what I am seeing on my phone are often requests or things I just don't want to do from people that I don't work with, but just people. People are always asking you, Tony, or me, or us to do something. And I've gotten really, really good at saying no. And no is a complete sentence. And I've gotten really good at not even bothering to say why. It's just no, no. But you're right. Maybe I should stop looking at I give everything else an end date or end time, an expiration time of when I'm going to stop doing something. So I guess that should include my phone, looking at my phone.
yeah, and
Because whatever it is, it can wait till the next day.
you know I really pay attention to you, and we've been together for quite some time.
Have we?
Yes, quite some time.
You make that sound like you like
So I have gotten to know you quite well, my love.
you have agreed.
And the other thing that you do, and that I can tell when you're stressed, and I know part of it, when you have a stressful job, I do understand that you need to release that, and by
Yes.
talking about your day.
Yes, I have to. I can't
Yes.
keep it in. I have to let it out.
Yes, and I understand that, and I listen to you, and what you've been through your job, but it seems that when you really get stressed about your job, that you cannot turn it off. You have a hard time turning it off. So instead of, discussing it right after work, you'll discuss it after work, 2 hours after work, 3 hours after work, 4 hours after work. You wake up the next morning talking about it, and it's on your mind all the time.
I do think that's true sometimes, but this week that has not been the case.
Well, you actually talk about your job more than you probably realize. I don't bring it up to you every time you do.
But I mean, I haven't
but
been upset about anything this
yeah,
week.
but you don't have to be upset if your job occupies your mind most of the time, even when you're off. that's not good. That can create stress and make it feel like you're still working instead of off with your personal time to do what you wish. And you know that you and I are really busy. We got our hands in a lot of stuff. Um, and we have our own things that we want to do. And quite often, and this goes for you and me, we have to put off the things we really want to do for the things we have to do. And that can be, stressful. It can create stress.
That gets back to I'm right. Last episode where we talked about the ideal life.
Yes.
And we talked, and I said my ideal life is just having the freedom to do whatever I want to get up every day and do whatever it is I want to do, as opposed to having to do it for someone else. Not that I don't want to help people, I do. And in fact, I strive to do that. But sometimes there are just things people give you to do, they just don't want to do it that day. That's me. I know we've had some more comments.
Yes. So Jennifer has a lot of stuff going on. Oh wait, we got Stefan. Stefan did say he won't be having a show tonight.
Okay.
That he's actually in Atlanta. Just got into Atlanta, so he's
For how long?
here.
Did he
Send
say?
us a text, Stefan, of what town your hotel is in. I know you said it was just north of Atlanta. So send us a text if you know where it's at.
Well, maybe not the
we can't
town, but
come-
the address, because the town could be 15 minutes away and still say
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Well, we wouldn't be able to make it tonight anyway because we have a show to do.
Take the show on the road. Let's go.
So, and Jennifer tells me that I'm your vent safe space.
You
And
actually
I am.
are. Yes,
that is
you are.
That is true.
You are.
So I just listen.
You do.
Yep.
You do. You just let me have it. Let me rant. And
Yes.
and most of the time I'm good, but I'm hearing from you now that maybe I'm not. Yes.
Well, no, it's exactly what I said. You're having a hard time letting go of the job on your off hours. So.
Well, I'm glad that you told me, because here I am. I was like, okay, it's time to stop working, and I've been logging out when I'm supposed to and on to something else. But so I thought I was doing better, but maybe not, because I logged out on time instead of,
Yeah.
kept it going till the task was finished.
Okay. Well,
All right.
continue with your show.
Okay.
I'm off to the side.
Well, let's get to the next segment then.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
This is the segment where I talk about my goal from last week and how I did, and then I set a new goal for the coming week. Last week, my goal was to simply get back on track, to start my intermittent fasting again, which I did do, so that's good. I had also planned to exercise again, and I did that Monday, but then, like I said at the beginning of the show, so I did something. I either overdid it or injured myself, or both, and so I haven't exercised since, but I'm happy to get my nutrition back on track. This week, after hearing Tony tell me what I actually have been doing from his perspective, my new goal is to really work on getting the proper amount of restful sleep. So go to sleep, stay that way for at least 6 or 7 hours. 8 hours, I know I won't get, but I will strive for a minimum of 6 hours and make it restful sleep. And the way I will do that is I am listening to Tony. Tony thinks I don't listen to him, but I really do. I just don't like people telling me what to do, but I will listen to advice. So I will do that by really not working when I'm not supposed to be working. Work on the things I want to do, which is part of getting to the freedom part for me. You know, the life of freedom I want to have, my ideal life. So that's it for that show, or for this show. Next week I'm back, and I'm talking about those people who seem to always want to say something about your weight and never mind themselves. So I will be talking about that next week. In about an hour, Tony and I are back for I'm Right, I'm Right, the show we do together, that we host together. And tonight's topic is about relationship statuses. Do they matter, and to whom? Some people, it doesn't matter, which I want to talk about those people. So that's in about an hour on I'm Right, I'm Right. The music you're listening to is called Suns Out International by G'day Production. And the music that you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Core Beat. Thank you for coming tonight, Jennifer. Thank you for coming tonight, Stefan. I appreciate all the comments that you all made. I really do. I appreciate your being here. Thank you for that. And if you're listening to replay, I thank you for that too. Or on YouTube. Thank you. So that's it for me tonight. Thanks for coming. Bye.